Hey there, card readers. April here with Tarot and Witchery. And I wanted to do a layout today for the Taurus new moon that we have on April 30th at 1:28 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're here for a tarot reading, this is not that. This is so that you can do your own tarot reading about the new moon energies. And so I'm going to talk just a little bit about the astrology of this and then why I chose the reading that I did. This is going to be quick, down and dirty, but there is a printout down below of the reading so you don't have to take notes, you can just listen. This year has been intense as far as personal work goes, at least for me, and from an astrological perspective. There have just been a lot of factors that have been pushing us really inward to look at a lot of our values and where we're headed with that in life, what we're materializing out of our own personal values. So when we come up to a new moon, of course, it is about letting go and starting something new. And this Taurus new moon is also a partial solar eclipse. So there's an aspect to this new moon where we start something new that we see the fruition of all the way in January of 2023, which makes this new moon the perfect time to really get your feet wet on doing a new moon spread. For those of you who've been wanting to integrate numerology and astrology into your readings, this is a chance to kind of check that out and to work with that. This new moon is really about allowing ourselves to look at what we really want. And that is such an interesting question, isn't it? Because that can be peppered with so many caveats in our head. Like when I say, what do I want? Suddenly my limitations come in, or ideas about what I should do or shouldn't do. But for this reading and the first part of this reading, I want you to just get away from that, to totally let your mind go and break out your tarot deck. This is a Super Lunaris deck, and I have a link to it down below. Love this deck. Break out your tarot deck and begin to shuffle, asking, what do I want? And once you've given your deck a good shuffle and really concentrated on what you want, feel that in your heart. Just let your mind kind of, don't think about what you want, just ask the question. You're asking your subconscious self, what do I want? Then take your deck and flip it over, and you're looking for the Seven of Cups, the good old Seven of Cups. This is the card that's all about illusions, what we think we want versus what we really want. And there's mine. And so I'm going to take the card on top and the card below it, and I'm going to pull those out like that. And then I'm just going to stack them. So I've got what's below the card right there. Oops, what's below the card, sorry. What's below the card goes below, and what's above the card goes above. You can see here that I have a reverse, so make sure you decide how you're going to read reversals ahead of time. If you don't know how to read reversals and want to try that out, you can check out my video. I have that link down below on some clever, easy ways to read reversals. The card that was above your Seven of Cups is the distraction. It's maybe just what your ego wants. So take some time to journal on that itself, because there's a lot that can be revealed by looking at what your ego wants. The ego is trying to perpetuate old ideas that seem to point to security, and the ego always wants to replicate the old. But of course, this is a new moon. We don't want to be doing that. We want to go below. We want to go below the illusion, and we want to get to our true desire. And I ended up here with the Two of Pentacles. So this is just a mock reading, but I got to tell you, this feels pretty dead on for me. So I will take some time and I will journal on the Two of Pentacles, my true desire there at the base of the Seven of Cups. But wait, there's more. Grab your deck, because we're going to move on to question number 2. Again, it's been a little bit heavy this year, just with deep work. Maybe it hasn't felt so heavy for some of you. At this juncture, when we're here in Taurus with this new moon in Taurus, we really want to get grounded. We want to move into a place where maybe we look at how we can remove some of this heaviness and move into a lighter space. And what is it that represents moving on and leaving something behind that is just over, dead, and done, with the Ten of Swords, right? So go ahead and shuffle your deck and just let your subconscious mind know that you're about to get some answers about what it is that's really done in your life and how it is that you're going to be opening up and moving forward. And again, because this is a partial solar eclipse, this is how you're moving forward, like until January. It's a good chunk of time when we see the fruition of these astrological energies. So again, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to find the Ten of Swords. How many of you out there are afraid of the Ten of Swords? It's one of those scary cards for a lot of people, but it really is wonderful because it is about finality. And the tens, 1, 0, are all about moving on into potential 0 and 1, which is new beginning, are aces, right? So we've got to love the tens. There it is for me. So again, we've got the top and the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my top up there and my bottom down here. And down here, this is what you are leaving behind, what's really over and done in your life right now. And you want to think about this as a healing moment. Like this is what is holding up. This is this moment, and this is what's underpinning that moment. And so we actually take this, which is over, and we pass through death, and we move up here to this card up above, which is what is opening up for you in this next season of your life. I got the Devil, which actually another scary card for a lot of people, but super exciting for me. I love the idea of moving into a season of the Devil, a season of understanding myself and what is really being offered to me and the personal power that's there in choice for me. Very empowering card. Now, when you're looking at this reading, give yourself a little bit of time to look at what you're moving into as coming out of the healing of what you're leaving behind. So don't forget about this card as you're thinking about this next season, because this is a powerful part of this whole transformational process. Let me know what you do for your new moon ceremonies, if you do anything. I just want to say one of the great things to do on the new moon, either before or after you do these readings, whatever you feel is right for your magical practice, is to cleanse in some way. I like to do a cleansing salt bath, but I also like to cleanse my area and my deck, even after I do the reading and maybe even before, depending on how I'm feeling about it. It's really about your personal magical practice and making it your own. If you're looking to hone your magical practice and make it personal, then I just want to say, hey, I've got a link down below to my Magic in the Mundane course, which is all about forging a personal path within your life, this stage of life that you're in, the activities that you're experiencing, who you are, and your natural need to be yourself, and creating something that is born out of who you innately are and your own personal magic. So you can check that out, or you can check out this video over here as well. Until we meet again, may your new moon bring you to a place of cleansing, and may you begin something that feels genuine and authentic to your personal path.